Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name's Max, and I'm here with another Pauper League, and I'm going to be playing some red-green Ponza-less. I worked on this deck a little bit. I've played a lot of different versions of this deck, but this is the next iteration, and I kind of wanted to keep working on it. I think this deck is strong, and I want to see where it can go. My channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. Go there, check it out. Please subscribe. Please like this video. I'd really appreciate it. You can subscribe with this little dog in the bottom right, and there's a link down below to my channel. You can go there and subscribe as well, or just go check it out. There's a bunch of other Pauper videos and other content on there as well. So this deck, this is again red-green Ponza, but we're not playing any land destruction. Instead, I'm just playing the full 4 Elvish Visionary, 4 Packmates, of course the 4 Cascaders, but then no Munvoli Acid Moss main, no Thermokarst main. And the thing I'm trying this league is just going up to 4 Ponza-less. And this card has continuously impressed me. I tried 2, I believe, in the last league. Every deck I've played this card in, it just continually like overperforms. Just the fact that you get to rebuy creatures and then the gain 6 life is really, really relevant. It seems pretty awkward and 4 might be too many, but I mean, all these creatures, they're going to be going to the yard and rebuying either these Cascade creatures or these that cycle, they draw a card, seems really strong alongside gaining 6 life. So we're going to try it. In order to basically have our deck run a little bit more smoothly, I'm playing 4 Ash Barrens. That way we have more lands that go to the graveyard, so if we need to, we can cast Ponza-less. Like, let's say we're against Burn, we can cycle Ash Barrens, then we can pulse back the Ash Barrens just to gain 6 life, where they might not be killing our creatures, and we can still cast this card. At least that's the hope. And then the deck is pretty straightforward, all 4 ofs. The classic Arbor Elf, Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth ramp package, 4 bolts as interaction, Bonder's Ornament as ramp and a draw engine, and color fixing. And then again, we're just playing all the value creatures and the 4 pulse. So pretty straightforward, and our mana is really, really good. 4 Ash Barrens, 2 Mountain, 1 Highland Forest, and the rest Forest. The reason why it's Highland Forest is because I'm playing the Munvoli Acid Moss in the sideboard for when I think it's going to be better against either Tron or Bounce Lands, things like that. But the deck hasn't changed too much since the last league. What is that card? The 5 mana 4/4 Take the Monarch card. I cut 2 of those and just went up to 4 Ponza-less and then added some Ash Barrens. So go check out the last league if you haven't played that. That was actually a really fun league. That was a good one. It really showcased the power of this deck, and hopefully we can do so again. I think I'll just go right into round 1. Let me just, I guess, go over the sideboard again real quick. 3 Pyroblast, 2 Grudge, 2 Cannonade. Like I said, the 4 Acid Moss. Takes up a lot of space in the sideboard, but I think it's actually good. 2 Calming Verse against Boggles and Mono White, and a couple Weathers. Pretty straightforward. Let's just jam. Let's go round 1. I'll see you there. All right, welcome to round 1 against Appa72. We're on the play. This hand is actually not that good. We can sort of function because we can go turn 1 Arbor, turn 2 Foretell Wolf, but then we don't have any more lands. We don't really have good ramp. We don't have Wild Growth to go along with this Arbor Elf. I think I'm just going to mulligan. Hopefully we can get a better 6. I'm going to keep this. This is better. I think I'm actually just putting back Dino. And just hopefully these bolts are good in this matchup. Because I can just go turn 1, cycle Ash Barrens. Turn 2, start bolting stuff. They mulligan to 5. Okay. I like that they mulligan to 5 against our hand that's not very good. And we have Bonder's Ornament. Okay, well, probably just going to kill this now. Especially on a low mulligan like this. Yeah, I'm still just going to go bolt this now. Next turn I can go Bonder's Ornament into another Lightning Bolt. So I like this. I can use Corian, play another 1-drop. Tinderwall. Okay, it's Defenders. Okay, interesting. I'm thinking if I want to just bolt the Corian Ranger, or if I just want to not do that. I think because they're only on 1 land, I do want to bolt the Corian Ranger. I'm just going to go Bonder's Ornament, and then Lightning Bolt Corian, and then start drawing cards with this Ornament. The Ornament is just so good. It's pretty insane. Pauper's to the point also where Bonder's Ornament is so powerful that people are playing Bonders Ornament to counter opposing Bonders Ornaments, because if you have one and they have one, they can't really draw cards with it, because then you draw as well. So when a card is the best answer to itself, that's not always the best spot to be. Okay. This is actually an interesting spot here, because if I play Forest, I don't necessarily get to Boarding Party next turn. But if I play Highland Forest, I do get to Boarding Party next turn pretty much 100% unless they kill my ornament. I'm kind of feeling that drawing a card is better. I get to draw a card this turn, and then if it's a land, I still get to Boarding Party. And if it's not a land, it's probably a spell I can play. I'm just going to draw. It's a little bit greedy, but if I have an untapped land, which every land in our deck is an untapped land, so if I have a land in the top two, I can still Boarding Party and I get to draw a card. And if neither of those two are lands, well then I'm drawing two spells and I'm probably going to be able to cast some of them. So opponent has some mana now. Oh man, lead the Stampede. I don't like to see that. That's kind of rough. And they hit 4 creatures. Jeez. Just 2 of them are leaf colors, so that's not that scary. They did hit Invoker and Grizzly, though. Alright, I'll draw. There's Wild Growth. And Pulse. Damn. So that sucks. We cannot Boarding Party this turn now. So kind of got punished for my line, but like I said, I went for the greedy line. And I guess I didn't get paid off. I just didn't want to like play a tap land the last turn and then do nothing. I still get to draw another card here. Oh god. Now add 3 mana Grizzly. Did they have a Freed from the Real here? Drift up. So they are the combo version. Wow. They're getting Freed from the Real. Okay. They can almost kill us. Just hitting for 1. I'm going to just draw a card with Ornament. I can't really do much. Another Pulse. Pulse is obviously not very good here. Just going to jam Boarding Party. Wild Growth? Why is it over here right now? That's kind of weird. I guess I could have tapped the Bonder's Ornament, but it's not like I could have played anything else anyway. Yeah, being able to play that Boarding Party last turn would have been nice, but like I said, we got punished. It could have worked out better. Nothing I can do now. So they can go Freed from the Real. Okay, Axebane Guardian with haste. Now make infinite mana and then kill us. That was pretty unlucky to lose this game, honestly. This matchup does seem a little bit rough. Our draw just wasn't quite fast enough. I know we like kind of killed some of their creatures, but didn't end up mattering that much. I put them on elves on the first bolt. All right, so now they're making infinite mana, and then they just Valka, Invoker, kill us. I'm not going to make them go through it. Just go on. So they make infinite mana. They can change mana into any color with this. And then they play this, and they have infinite mana. Because each time they tap this, it adds 4 mana. And then they just untap it for 1 mana with this. And they can keep using this to add blue. So yeah, they just make 4 mana, untap it for 1 mana, make 4 mana, untap it for 1. So they're making 3 mana each cycle. They make infinite and then kill us. Pretty straightforward. All right. Nothing in our sideboard is actually that good. Seems pretty bad for us, honestly. Just because they have leaf colors, Llanowars. I think I bring these in. It doesn't kill that many of their creatures, honestly, but I still think it's worth. I could bring in actually these instead. Or I could bring also these in. I think Pulse is just bad in this matchup. They don't really kill any of our stuff. I know some stuff could trade, but does seem pretty bad. I could just do like this. 2 Pyroblast, 2 Cannonades. I don't want too much of this effect, especially with Cascade. I think these are bad. Like, cascading into them is going to feel real bad, but I think having a way to break up their combo, just counter the Freed from the Real, seems worth it. Maybe I should even just have all 3 just as a way to interact. I don't want to get comboed out, and I don't think they're siding out the combo. Cannonade's really not that great against that deck. And it kills a lot of our own creatures also. I'll just have 1 in the 3 Pyroblasts. Alright, let's go. We got this. Alright. Obviously not mulliganing this hand. I can just T2 Ornament here. I will have to play out this Ash Barrens just as a colorless land, but I don't think that's going to be super relevant. Okay, now I don't. So I have Pyroblast up, but it's actually not obviously that good here. Just cycle this Ash Barrens. Okay. Caretaker into Quirion. Kind of going off. Into Winding Way, jeez. Into 3 creatures. Okay. Let's cycle, get Mountain. There's Packmate, so I'm just playing that, obviously. Don't really need to leave up Pyroblast yet. Okay. Already played the Mountain. Just pass. Again, we can't quite get to these dinos. Kind of want to play like a more fair map against more like fair decks with this deck. Hopefully they just go for cycle this Drift of Phantasms for Freed from the Real, and I get to counter the Freed from the Real. That's kind of what I'm banking on. Bonders, okay. Just go land, attack, play Bonder's Ornament. That way I can guarantee Dino next turn if I want. And then pass. I think playing Bonders there is better than drawing a card. So yeah, I want to see a cycle Drift of Phantasms for Freed from the Real here. Then again, I can just counter Freed from the Real. I think that's what they're going to do. I guess they could get Weed the Stampede as well. That would be bad. But I have a feeling they're going to get... Oh, they're adding all green mana? Just Vivian's Grizzly? It's kind of weird to me that they're not just transmuting. Are they just going to start activating? They're seriously not going to transmute? Like, I guess that's kind of weird. They're just scared of like what I could have. They can't transmute at instant speed, so maybe they think they can. I guess they're just going to activate again. I don't know. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because if I tap out, then they're just going to combo me, right? If they ever Freed from the Real, they just make infinite mana. So I actually can't even Dino here, because if I do, if I tap out, they're gonna combo me. They already have this in hand. I can't even attack. Yeah, it seems like a bad matchup. All right, let's just go Wild Growth. I think I'll just draw a card now in case it's a land. I might want to play it. Okay, pass. Again, I can't attack. They can just block with Overgrown Battlement. Yeah, they're probably trying to transmute here. Oh, Capsize? Oh, man. That is brutal. I'm trying to think if I can like have any outs. I guess Capsize is pretty cool in that deck because they can find it with the Transmute on Drift of Phantasms. I mean, if I counter this again, then they untap. They add how much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then they just transmute, get free from the real, play it, make infinite mana, and then Vivian's Grizzly me. So I can't actually counter this. I could and hope they don't see the combo that they have on board, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I think I can just concede and move on to round 2, but oh, they can just play another Capsize this turn. They're going to bounce my Mountain. All right, well, they got us. I have to counter this now because I won't have a red source anyway, and then they can just combo and kill us. If they just drift up Phantasms for Freed from the Real, I'm just going to concede. I don't want to sit here while they go through the whole thing. So again, they get Freed from the Real, they put it on here, and then they make infinite mana. Then they keep activating this till they find Valakut Invoker. Then they play it and kill me. Yeah. GG's opponent. They played well. That was still fun. They just had the combos, and I think it's just an incredibly bad matchup, especially how my deck is built. I might want to consider some more sideboard cards, like maybe a couple blow your house down, honestly. 2 or 3 of those, just for that matchup. Because I don't think I can really realistically win that matchup the way my deck is built at all. They just flood the board so much, and they have so many creatures. Like, my dinos can't even really attack for lethal that reliably. My boarding parties just get chumped. Like, it just seems so hard to win. This is not good enough. I need to be a little bit faster than just a turn 3 play. Just gonna mulligan. All right, this looks great. Keep. I think I can just. I think I can just put back Ash Barrens. I can just be a little greedy here. I'll just lead Arbor Elf. It is pretty hard for a lot of Pauper decks to kill a turn, like a turn 1 play, because usually they're not like a base color with removal. They probably could have killed this, but they chose not to. They'll probably Rift Bolt us, honestly. All right, so I go Mountain, Sprawl here, name green, and then just play a Llanowar Visionary. I think naming green is better. Maybe naming red was better there, but who knows? All right, nice. So if we draw a land, we can boarding party. If not, we just pack mate. They might just, oh no, we can, this adds a mana too. Wow, this deck is sweet. I mean, if they're just trying to race, we can turn 3 boarding party here. No land? Land. Okay, that's scary. They lightning bolt our Arbor Elf. It's actually kind of bad. Lava Runner. I would block here in a second. Even if I can't boarding party, I just don't want to take damage against that deck. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely just jamming boarding party. This is something they like have to kill. So that will eat a bolt. I get a cascade. I'll hit for 6 damage here. It's definitely worth. Lightning bolt. That's not a good hit. We wanted to hit like a pack mate or something there. But still hit for 9. They kind of have to bolt this boarding party. I have more gas in the tank. They're at 11. Feeling decent. All right, I can still bolt this. So I don't mind seeing that, actually. Bonder's Ornament. I don't really want them to chump, so I'm just going to start by bolting this and then attacking. This will probably get bolted. I could get punished. I'm going to play Packmate here. I could get punished if they kill this Arbor Elf for some reason, but I don't think they will, yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to use the colorless mana for this Packmate here. In case I draw a one mana like Wild Growth or something, I can still play it. Okay, boarding party. It's a good one. I think this matchup is incredibly good for us because we have 4 gain 6 life spells in the main deck. We have a bunch of draw to find it. We have a bunch of cascades to find it too. And we have 2 Weather the Storms in the sideboard. So I think this matchup is actually just incredibly good for us. Like, if they're killing our early Arbor Elves, that's Bolt Burn they're not using on our face. They can't even really interact with our Utopia Sprawls and Wild Growth that well. Oh, baby, there it is. I think I'm still just going to, I'm at 16. 7, 8, 9. Maybe I am supposed to just pulse here. I don't think they can beat that. I can just go pulse, play Visionary, and then next turn play Boarding Party for lethal. I mean, I guess it's better. Not really sure. Pulse, just get back Visionary. Again, I should have lethal next turn anyway. So I think this is better. Just gaining 6 life seems good. And they'll probably just bolt this Packmate. I'm not even sure what they could have in hand. I love like these cantripping creatures. Again, that first matchup I think is just bad for us. We have to, I think, devote some more sideboard cards, but it's good because we're learning that when you play like a deck more, you see like, okay, that matchup is terrible. I should probably have some more sideboard for that. Still tuning the deck as it's built. Even like the Ponza version, if you're playing Thermokarst and Acid Moss, seems terrible in that matchup because they have Corian Ranger to counter your land destruction spells. And even if they don't have that, if they are able to get like an Overgrown Battlement down, then they just don't care about their lands. They don't really need their lands. So just seems absolutely terrible. All right. I can go add 2 mana, Wild Growth on this land, and then Boarding Party attack with everything else. That'd be fun if we hit another pulse here. That'd be kind of sick. It's a Utopia Sprawl. Okay, well, I have to put it here. It's my only forest. We got him. Yeah, Burn just does seem like a really good matchup for us, like I said. Don't think I need Cannonades. I don't want to change too much. I think our deck is pretty well suited. I could just cut 2 dinos because they're a little bit slow. They cost 7 mana. Just make sure we function. Definitely don't want to cut Ash Barrens because I want to make sure to have targets for these pulse. Because if you don't have a target for it, you just can't cast it. And if you cascade into it, you want to make sure to be able to cast it. Like, look at this. Just like fast mana, lightning bolts for interaction, 6 gain life spells, bunch of creatures that cantrip, and fast clock. Yeah, this is just like really good for us. No need for Calming Verse for their 2 mana curse. Just don't need that. This hand is slow, but I feel like it's not actually that bad. Packmate seems pretty good. We have a Pulse as well. We have a Lightning Bolt for their Thermal Alchemist. I'm going to keep... Yeah, this hand's not great. I don't have like an explosive draw, but I can even just lead Mountain. Rift Bolt. Yeah, I can just lead Mountain Pass. Cycle Ash Barrens if I don't need to bolt. Seems good. Another Bolt's actually good because Thermal Alchemist is scary, but if I'm able to just deal with those, then I'm in a pretty decent spot. And if they just go like Rift Bolt me, plus play another burn spell, and then try to play the Get to Lava Runner, I can just kill it before it hits me. So, yeah, feeling good here. Thermal Alchemist. They have 4 cards left only. Chain Lightning me, okay. There's Lava Runner. Sweet. Just kill it. They have 2 cards left. Just suspend a Packmate here. Wonder if I actually want to just cycle Ash Barrens. That way I can have an out to Pulse next turn. It's unlikely that I'm going to die. I think that's a little bit playing too scared. I'm just going to foretell and pass. They have another lava runner. Yes, it's annoying, but getting Packmate down earlier seems good. And again, I don't think I was going to die there. Okay. Kind of do want a second red source. I guess I can, I think what I'm doing actually is just going play Forest, play Packmate, leave up Bolt and Ash Barrens, and then next turn I can cycle Pulse. Yeah, this seems good. So if their hand is like Burn Spell, let's see, if their hand is literally like Lightning Bolt, Fire Blast right now, and they draw another Lightning Bolt, they still don't kill us. Okay, so we're fine here. Yeah, they have two cards left, and we have this. All right. It's actually okay because now I can just pulse back the Packmate instead of a land, so that's fine. I'll just cycle this, get another mountain, play mountain, and then I guess just on upkeep, I'll just pulse. I don't. They have one card left. I don't. I could just do it right now too, but just do it on upkeep. I don't know. I don't know what's better. I don't think it matters. As far as like, I don't think it matters what's better. It's gonna be good anyway. We're at 14. There's a curse. We have a reasonably quick clock coming though. Another lightning bolt. Now I'm probably starting to fire off lightning bolts. Need to draw another land at some point here. Okay. I'm at 13. But I actually have a reasonable clock here, like I said, with all these bolts. Bolt you. I go to 12. They have 2 cards. Okay, nice. Now I'm just going to play Boarding Party, I think. Could play Packmate, leave up double Lightning Bolt. I think just playing Boarding Party is better, honestly. I could hit another Pulse of MURASA here. Bonders. Still fine. They just have to kill me here or they're going to lose. So, yeah, we got them. Nice. I think that's... Oh, I don't know if they GG'd. I'm not sure if the chat log's not there. Sorry if I meant to GG. But yeah, just like the first matchup was incredibly bad for us, I think that matchup is really great for us. So 1-1, I'll see you in round 3. All right, welcome to round 3. Snap keep this hand. I haven't really even looked at it, but I did see that we had Forest, Sprawl, Land, 3-drop. Looks like we're against Mono Black Burn, most likely. Could be this Mono Black combo deck that I've seen running around. Just going to lead Wild Growth, pass. Next turn I can go Sprawl into Visionary into T3 Boarding Party. This deck is sweet. This is Mono Black Burn. Again, that should be a good matchup for us. 4 Pulse main. 2 Weather the Storm in the board. There's Bolt. I still think I'm just going Forest, Sprawl, Visionary. I think that has just like the most explosiveness here. I know I'm taking a little bit more damage this way, but I'm also advancing my mana a lot better. So I have some options. Next turn I can Boarding Party and try to race, or I can Packmate plus Bolt. I guess we'll see what they do. I guess I'm still not even 100% on what deck they're on. Yeah, they're on Mono Black Burn. Okay. Racing is a little bit sketchy here. Do kind of want to bolt one of these. Just so tempting to Boarding Party. Let's see. I can also just go Packmate plus Arbor Elf plus Bolt. I think that's better, right? I think it's better. 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 I think it's be go play Mountain, play Packmate. There's a Dino, interesting. I think I'm playing Arbor Elf for more mana for next turn. I'm not going to bolt right now, but I will bolt one of these before damage. I probably also want to cycle an Ash Barrens, just in case I hit Ponza-less on a Cascade. I want to make sure to have a target in my graveyard. Could just die here, but could also just hit Pulse. All right, they're at 26. I'm at 10. I probably will need to find one of the 4 pulses to not lose this game. They could also have some fluff in hand. All right, that's not very good here. It's just 2 damage, just like a shock and a bump. That's a bolt. Okay. Pulse. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 mana potentially. Wonder if I'm supposed to Dino here and then boarding party next turn. I think I am. All right, let's just start by, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll have to tap this Arbor Elf, but I think it's fine. Just get a basic. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dino. Pulse. Pulse one time. Bolt. Okay. And then I'll just hit, and then if I don't die, I can kill them, but I think I'm going to die. Still think this matchup's good, though. They just had the double Morsel Theft draw here. Sign and Blood them. Okay, that's a good sign for me. They have 3 cards left. Actually, potentially just fine here. 3-2 Intimidate. They're at 19. Pulse. Damn. So close. All right, let's just go play land, play boarding party, hit Pulse. There it is. Nice, we did it. Easy. And now this turns this off too. Just gonna attack with Arbor Elf. 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. So they go to 1. All right. Well, they have to deal me 11 damage. They have a 1/1. I guess they can burn me and then hit for 3, then burn me again, but I don't think they can do it. 4 mana, Morsel Theft? That's not going to do it. Oh, just Flashback Fruit? Sure. Hit the Pulse just in time, but we do have 4. Soul Reap. I lose 3 life. I go to 6. Do they have a Spinning Darkness? Can that hit face? Can they win here? No. Are they going to just slow roll me and Spinning Darkness me? No. Okay. They almost did it, though. That was pretty impressive. The Soul Reap killing a thing and dealing 3 damage after the fruit. That was dope. Okay, Weather the Storm's coming in. Definitely do not want Acid Moss. Cannonade, I think, is actually good. It kills everything they have. Kills some of my stuff too, but I think that's fine. I could just board out Dino. Ornament's actually not that great in this matchup too. It's fine. It's still a ramp spell and potential card advantage too. I don't want to board out all my dinos because they're like where a lot of the power in my deck is. I could just go down 2 Ornament, 2 Dino. Seems I don't think I've ever boarded out Ornament before, but with this build, it seems reasonable. Visionary just immediately draws a card, and like I think that's better than Ornament slowly drawing a card or slowly drawing cards. It's like I don't care about the long game as much. I just need to find one of these 6 cards, and then I should be fine. Definitely want Cannonade. They have like 10 to 12 creatures, maybe more. They're all 1 to 2 toughness. So Cannonade is great. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to keep this hand. I have Cannonade, I have Bolt, and I have like Visionary and Packmate. So while this hand's not explosive, again, I think it's powerful, especially with this. Yeah, just get to kill that. You definitely don't want to let them hit with their 1/1s because then it turns on their like rogue cards. It's pretty close actually now to let them hit once. They could just Morsel Theft on turn 2, but I'm actually going to allow that because I could still just Cannonade if they play multiple creatures. So let's just add green. Pass. Nice. Nice. Perfect. So this time my play paid off. I'm just going to Cannonade right now. I think that should probably just do it. Oh, this is brutal. This is a pirate because it's a shapeshifter. So I got kind of wrecked here, but I'm still in a pretty reasonable position with this. That sucks though. I also could have waited on the cannonade, but they were obviously just going to attack before doing anything anyway. And they do have the morsel theft. Jeez, that was annoying. Okay, land is good. Land is really good. I don't have a target for this. I could, if I have to, pulse one of their creatures back. I still gain 6 life, but I don't want to do that. Let's see. Land. I can play Ornament plus Bolt or Visionary plus Bolt. I'm definitely going to Bolt this turn. Definitely going to Bolt this. Guess Visionary plus Bolt is the best. I don't need the mana from this right now. I'd rather draw a card now than not draw a card. I guess this does make me have one more mana, but now if they kill this, my pulse is turned on, which like now I just want this to die, which is just good for me. All right, what you got? Nothing? Cycle Ash Barrens. Okay, that's great because now I can just pulse next turn 100%. Get back a land, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, the 4 Ash Barrens, 4 pulse. I think that's where you want to be. It's okay for a deck to have a bad matchup in Defenders. Just have to devote some more sideboard cards to it. Sovereign's Bite, okay. They have 1 card left. They have 0 cards left. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm just going to pulse now so I don't randomly die to anything. I guess I don't even really need to. I don't think there's any card. I guess I could draw Sign in Blood into, I don't even know what, but I think this is good. Let's see. I'm actually going to just go Bonder's Ornament into Pulse right now. I don't need to attack yet. And then I can just like Packmate plus Pulse or plus Pulse again next turn. So yeah, they just draw a like a Lava Spike. Doesn't matter. Another Packmate. Right, maybe now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. No, I'm still just cycling this. We'll get Mountain, play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Packmate, and then just play Pulse right now, most likely. Yeah, I think I will just play Pulse. Go up to 16, pass. Now I can start attacking and playing more Packmates and drawing cards with Ornament. Sign in Blood, okay. Night Market Lookout. Roll draws, okay. Gonna attack for 1. They're kind of doing it. But I'm kind of doing it too. Just cycle, then land, Packmate, Boarding Party. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cannot cast that. Can cast it next turn though. I could choose to not play Arbor Elf in case I draw Weather the Storm, but I think it's better just to play it. Makes a fair amount of mana. Might want to go Boarding Party plus draw a card with Ornament next turn. I always have to read this. I just want to make sure. If Torture gets more votes or is tied, I lose 4 life. So I lose 4 life. Okay, I can do. They can attack for 1 and then turn this on. Okay, they're kind of doing it. I need to find something else. Maybe should have played a Packmate on the first pulse to have more pressure, but I think this is actually okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boarding party into Packmate. Okay. Draw, and there's Weather the Storm. Okay, now we get to gain 9. Yeah, nice. Again, these burn matchups are just like, they should be pretty much an auto win with our build, so feels pretty good. Just the fact that like Pulse makes these matchups like feel unlosable, and then it also makes like your mid-range matchups a lot better, where they're like actually trying to kill your creatures. I think the card is just great. It's been performing well. I like even running 4. It's like most people are like, oh, you don't want 4 because you might not have targets. But as we've seen here, if you can find or make targets for it, it's really strong. So I'm happy with it. We'll see if we can win out. Let's see if we can 4-1 this league. I'll see you in round 4. All right, welcome to round 4. We're against Raptor 56, who I think is usually on combo. And we're on the play. His hand is not that good, especially against combo, but maybe they're not on that, and I feel like I'm supposed to keep. His hand is really not that good. Like, we can play a turn 2 Ornament, but then we cannot cycle the Ash Barrens. If they're on some grinding matchup, I mean, this hand is pretty decent. But I feel like they're on like Ephemerate, like kind of Flicker, like Blue-White Familiars or Bant Familiars. I think that's the deck they usually play, and I don't think this hand is good. I'm actually going to mulligan. All right, this I can keep. It's not that great either, but I think it is better. I'll just put back a Pulse. Again, considering that I think I know the matchup, because every time I play them, I'm pretty sure they're on combo. So let's keep, and let's run it. Turn 2 Visionary, turn 3 Packmate. If they are on FAMs, we get to bring in the Acid Moss. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they are. So I like my decision to mulligan that hand. Helps to remember opponents' names and what they like to play. Yep, there it is. All right. I can just start by attacking. I don't think it really does anything. I can also just play Visionary, Foretell Packmate. I think that's actually better. I'm going to do it. There's Ornament. Okay. I think that play was fine. Okay, there's the bounce land. We don't have the Acid Mosses in the deck. I can just jam Dino here, hope to hit Boarding Party. It also puts more pressure on them. Yeah. I don't have anything in graveyarding if I hit a Ponza-less though. I could just go play Wolf, play Bonder's Ornament, play land, cycle Ash Barrens, do all that type of stuff this turn. Getting Dino down really is not bad though. It's only bad if I hit Ponza-less. If I hit another Visionary or Packmate, Dino is really good. I'm just going to go for it. I'm kind of on a clock of them just like going off. So I think I'd rather just Dino here. Oh no. And of course we hit Pulse. Right? Yeah. I can't cast it because there's no targets. So that's the downside of that card. Got punished. Oh wow, they just didn't do anything? That's kind of surprising. Alright, let's go cycle Ash Barrens, play Wild Growth, play Packmate, let's get Mountain, let's play it. Play Wild Growth here. Wonder if they have Negate. Man, hitting the pulse there was brutal. I mean, that's also a reason to not play 4, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm just attacking with all these, and then I'm going to play Bonder's Ornament. They're probably just going to go off like next turn, honestly. They could just snap something as well. Most of my stuff is pretty snap proof, though, considering these draw cards in this Cascades. Really wanted to find a bolt for this. Negate, yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that. Now I actually have a lot of pressure. They're not that close to going off. I mean, maybe they are. That deck can go off from not very much. Like, they could still snap here and to go off. Oh. Seems like they're thinking what to snap. Yep. Dino. Okay. Into Archaeomancer. I don't think they can... Can they go off Infinite with just double bounce land Sunscape Archaeomancer? No. Okay. So let's just... I guess, do I cycle Ash Barrens first? Is there any reason to? 4, 5, 6, 7? I don't think so. I guess there is. Yeah, because then I can play land. I think it's worth. Not Pauper-less, please. Bolt. Okay. I think I have to bolt Sunscape, even though I want to bolt Archaeomancer. If they just go, they'll just snap it. I guess they'll snap whatever I bolt. That's not bad though, because if I bolt Sunscape Familiar and they snap it, that uses their snap. And they're not snapping Archaeomancer at that point. Let's just bolt Sunscape. It's going to cost them a lot of mana to replay it also. Snap it. Probably going to have to. Negate. Okay, that's not great. And Ephemerate. Jeez. Get back Preordain. Yep. They also have another snap here. Negate is so good in that deck. Just like really protecting their combo. Now they're getting back another Negate. Or I guess they're getting back Ephemerate. They have Snap plus Preordain here. Okay. Elvish Visionary, that's a new one. They're at 7. Feeling pretty bad though, like I don't know if I can win. Lightning Bolt. Okay, this is actually good. Because I can wait on this Lightning Bolt till they try to like bounce one of their own things. Let's just go Dino, leave up Bolt. We hit Sprawl. Okay, let's Sprawl here. Name red. And then attack with everything. They have a snap. I can't bolt my own thing, but I can... Oh, they have an Ephemerate too. Okay, well, I'm not going to bolt right now. I'm going to try to bolt in response to Ephemerate if I can. They're Chumping Wolf. Interesting, going to 5. And then Ephemerate. All right, yeah, now I just bolt this in response, try to counter this. They have another Negate. Wow. Can I get out of this? Maybe. Now they have to have another Snap or Ephemerate. They're going to play a Mold Drifter? Yeah. Okay. I feel like this opponent beats me a lot too. Okay, they got back Ghostly Flicker. Okay, because they can play it for 1 mana. Snap. Oh, they had another snap. Now they have Ghostly Flicker again. They have Ghostly Flicker into snap. That's going to be rough. Dino. Sprawl. I'm going to keep trying, but it's going to be tough. Can't double Dino yet. They are at 5, but again, they can go Ghostly Flicker here, draw more cards, and snap something. Yeah, they're just going to Ghostly Flicker. Pretty sure I'm dead. They know my last card is Dino. Yeah, and then every blue mana they have, they can draw 2 cards indefinitely, and they just get back Ephemerate right now too. Jeez. That's disgusting. Just literally draw infinite from the opponent here. They're just this is like the only deck they play, and they're just a combo master. Gotta give it to them. We do get to bring in 4 Acid Moss. As you can see, it has a lot of great targets, so that's good. I think I can concede at this point. I think they can just go off like infinite here. I guess I can't even draw lightning bolts because they can just bring back these negates. They just go off infinite here. GG. All right. Acid Moss coming in. Calming Verse coming in, actually. This kills all their enchant lands. I think that's good enough. And the red blasts too. Is this good enough? Killing like their Utopia Sprawls and mana fixing lands? I feel like just having interaction is good enough. Let's get these out. What else comes out? Lightning Bolt, I feel like is great. Kills like the creatures that we can break up the combo with. It kills most importantly Sunscape Familiar. Llanowar Visionary is actually a little bit weak. I could just cut it entirely. It's a little bit awkward in our curve, but it doesn't attack through Familiar, which we saw, which is annoying. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it. I could just do this, just have like all the interaction possible. I'm gonna have to keep a relatively quick functional hand in this matchup anyway, most likely. Yeah, let's go. I was gonna say we really want to see Munvili Acid Moss, but we want to see some lands too. So, oh no, please, not like this, not like this. They kept 7. Brutal. All right, well I have to keep this. It's not very good. Highland Forest plus Bolt going back, I suppose. Hope to draw like an Acid Moss here. Or anything. Mulligan to 5, just brutal. Right? Alright, well there's Acid Moss. I can kill this land right now. Or I can wait to try to kill a bounce land. I think I just kill that land. Maybe they don't have a blue source. And it ramps me too. Turn 2 Acid Moss is good. Doesn't happen all that often, but when it does, feels nice. Get the 1 Highland Forest. Pass. And they have another forest, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Okay. Can't quite cast Dino yet. There's a bounce land. Ugh. That's what I wanted to hit with Acid Moss. Land. Okay. Hack me. Ashburns. Just cycle this now, get a mountain, play it, pass the turn. Leave up Red Blast. Counter most blue spells, I think. Visionary, okay. It's interesting that they're playing that card. I mean, this card's just good. Sweet. Calming Verse. Okay, it's not good yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd have to tap out. I mean, I have to do something here. Dino into Bonder's Ornament. All right, that's sweet, because now I have Red Blast up still. And I can draw more cards with Ornament as well. All right, I can kill that. There's Sunscape Familiar. Okay, I can't kill that yet. What is this? Evoke Moldrifter? Oh. Oh wow, this makes green spells cost 1 less too? Jeez. That's a non-blue spell that draws a card? That's insane. Okay, another Dino. I'm just going for that. Another Ornament. Not an ideal hit. Just smash. Leave up Red Blast. Might be able to get him here. I mean, we have 2 6/5 tramples and a Red Blast up. All right. Calming Verse coming down next turn for sure. Snap this. I'm definitely going to counter this. I'm going to try to at least. They may have sided out Negate, but I can't really allow that to resolve. Right, just cast Moldrifter, that's fine. Especially since I get to Calming Verse away these two. Might be okay here. They're at 7 and I have 12 power of trample. So they have to block at least 8 of this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, they're in trouble. Are they just dead? They might be. Let's see, let's think about this. If I attack with all, and they go block Packmate with a 2/2, they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they're dead if I attack with all. So I'm going to start with that. I guess they can tap this for mana to play like a Fog or something, but I don't think they have that. These have Trample, so. This is 12 power Trample, they're at 7. Yeah, this doesn't do it. Fog? Pulse? Get back Forest? Jeez. Okay, so they don't die. Now I go land. I don't control any enchantments. Destroy all enchantments you don't control. And then if you control an untapped land, destroy all enchantments you control. So I can just go Calming Verse. Oh, oh my god. I could have just played around that. That was really funny. I was like, I don't control any enchantments. Oh my god. If I lose this game because of that, I mean, most likely it won't come down to that, but that was a pretty embarrassing mistake there. It happens. I was like, oh, I just don't need to tap out for this. I can just leave mana up, but it's looking good still. Still have 12 power trample. They have to have like another snap basically. They actually have to have multiple snaps because this, again, this having trample, so they have to be able to like snap twice. Obviously should have just tapped out for my lands for this, but we'll see if it ends up mattering. Archaeomancer. Or tap out for Moldrifter. They tapped 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moldrifter only costs 4 with this. Preordain. Okay. Why'd they tap this rather than this? I guess they could have like an ephemerate right now, or they're looking for it. Bottom, bottom. That's good for me. Another preordain. Sure. What do you got? Bottom, bottom. Ephemerate. All right, we got him. Whew. Boarding party into wild growth. I can't believe that's the first calling verse I've like cast in so long, and I didn't do it correctly. Now we know, now we know. Okay. Now we know to actually tap for it. Wonder, is Cannonade good? Should I have brought that in? It kills Archaeomancer, Visionary, Mole Drifter, does not kill Sunscape Familiar, it kills our own Arbor Elves. I just feel like most of the time I'm not going to be able to kill their Visionaries. I don't like, what would I have to side out for it? It's kind of rough. Kind of sucks that I had to play Calling Verse too, but it could have won me that game. If I Weather the Storm doesn't do anything because they can just bounce all my creatures infinite. I also could have like a couple of relics in this deck in the sideboard. Could rework the sideboard like entirely. Maybe that's the reason why Acid Moss is just better in the main deck, because then you have more space in the sideboard for actual like good cards. But let's run it. It's just T2 Acid Moss. That was a mold of 5 also. So let's not mold of 5 here. Okay, keeping this hand for sure. Guess we do have red mana in this sprawl, but I'm gonna lead Arbor Elf here. Island Preordain, sure. One bottom, one top. All right, there's Acid Moss. Okay, that's a turn 2 Acid Moss. Hopefully they play something like bounce land here, please. One time bounce land. No. I almost don't want to Acid Moss, just a basic land with nothing on it. I think I'm actually gonna wait. I think that's fine to wait. Yeah, because they could have negate as well. Let's just go Wild Growth here. See if they negate it. They for sure have negate here. There's no way I'm playing Acid Moss without Red Blast backup. 100% they have negate. Yeah. Okay. Now I just go Sprawl here, name Red. I could attack for 1, but is there a chance they play a blue spell that I want to Red Blast? I don't think so. It's just attack. I can even just Boarding Party next turn potentially. Oh, there's my Acid Moss target. Snap. Okay. Oh, and untap. Jeez. The deck is so insane. I mean, we do get to kill this. They're tapped out now. Would I have snap? Would I have countered the snap? I don't know. I mean, this is still fine. I still get to Acid Moss, ramp a land, kill 2 mana worth of lands. Oh, and we drew Wild Growth. That's actually really, really good because it allows me to Boarding Party next turn, even if I miss on lands. So now I just go like that, Acid Moss here, get my dual land, and now I'm in a great spot. Okay, they play a couple Visionaries, sure. Now I get to Boarding Party with Red Blast up. All right, kind of just doing it here. I think I even just play Arbor Elf. I'd rather save the Red Blast. Utopia Sprawl. Just Abundant Growth. All right, I still have a 6/3. I can't really bounce this that well. Calming Verse. Start by attacking with Boarding Party. See if it gets snapped. I feel like I don't even play Calming Verse here. I think I just wait. Yeah, I'm going to counter this. Do not want them to draw cards or do anything. I could kill this because that's their only source of white mana right now too. Oh, I just hit for 7. It's just game. Did we just beat Raptor 56? Ephemerate. Oh, jeez. That did make them use their Ephemerate, but it's still bad for me. I could have gone Calming Verse pre-combat. Oh man, might just be punished here. All right, let's just go Arbor Elf, and then let's also Calming Verse, tapping out. I just don't want them to have any more white mana. They can draw another card here, but they're at 1. So the question is, do I attack with Arbor Elf? I think the answer is probably yes. All right, there's white mana. Bonders. Okay, I'm going to start just by attacking with both, I think. They could just kill my Arbor Elf like basically for free here, but I think I go for it. And I have a snap. They do. It's not the end of the world for me. I know I lose my Arbor, but I get to boarding party here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Could just boarding party right now. Yeah. I think that's fine. Oh my god, I didn't tap out. Can I hold control? Cast this. And then tap this? Yeah, I can. Okay. So now I kill their Abundant Growth, and I have my 6/3 in play. Just don't get to play my Bonder's Ornament this turn, but that's fine. They're at 1. They're going to play a Mole Drifter. Wow, they're evoking it? Why don't they oh, Ghostly Flicker both their things? Jeez. Now they can double block this. Can I just draw Bolt? I have 8 cards. God. Let's see. I can just play Ash Barrens and try to draw a Bolt off this Bonder's Ornament for the win. I think I'm going for it. Draw. Okay, we missed. Definitely going to attack. They're going to trade. Okay. They have no board. They're at 1. There's Abundant Growth. They have 8 cards in hand, though. How many negates could they have kept in? There's Utopia's Sprawl. We've played both of our Calming Verses already now. No. Okay. It's not Archaeomancer, so they can still snap here. They could negate as well. There's Packmate. Okay. Let's play land. Cast Packmate. Immediately resolved. Let's draw. Okay, there's Acid Moss. Damn. Okay. Let them do their worst. I thought we were going to have them. Looks like we might get got still. Oh no. Pulse, go up to 7. Get back Mole Drifter, cast it. There's a Chancery. Okay. Cast Moldrifter. Oh, Archaeomancer, get back Ephemerate. Oh man, we're losing this. Get back Snap. Do they go off with this? I think they do. Because they get back Ephemerate, they play it. They get back Snap. Okay. I'm not sure if they go off Infinite here. I think they might. Every time they do this, they make 1 mana. Yeah. Or they make 2 mana. Yeah, they make 1 mana. So they go off. Again, they can make mana and then they can Moldrifter or Compulsive. I guess they can make infinite mana slowly. And then what? And then they just eventually at the end get back Pulse and they have infinite mana. And then at the end they can do one thing, right? They can Moldrifter. It's not guaranteed they can continue to do stuff, right? Do they have a they have a Ghostly Flicker. So on the last Archaeomancer, no, I'm not sure if they can. I think all they can do is play a Moldrifter or a Compulsive Research. I mean, assuming they don't have another combo piece in hand, which they certainly could have. Man, I thought we were gonna have them. There's the Moldrifter. Okay, so now they can get back Ghostly Flicker, and then that's game, right? Yeah. Now they make even more mana, and then they can Ghostly Flicker these two eventually. So now they just keep adding mana. Then they start Ghostly Flickering. After they have infinite mana, they draw their deck, and then they bounce all of our permanents. Is that right? They can also just gain infinite with Pulse. I think they have us. If they just make a massive board, that should be good enough as well. No. Raptor. Why? We got him to 1. Is there anything we could have done differently? Yeah, what we could have done is the turn we attacked with Arbor Elf, if we Calming Burst first, they would have had to Ephemerate in response. Then we just attack with our 6 power thing. But then they just take go to 1. Yeah, I'm not sure. They're at 7. They can gain more life. I think they got us now. They're getting back infinite spells. They can get back negate. GG's. Man. I feel like Raptors, maybe I've beaten them before. I've played them a couple times, but I feel like they've beaten me more than I've beaten them. So it feels bad. Feels real bad. All right, 2-2. Let's go to the last round. See if we can get the 3-2. All right. Welcome to round 5. We're 2-2. I'm going to keep this hand. A little bit sketchy, but we have a turn 2 ornament, like turn 2 double wild growth into ornament draw. Oh god. Against the mirror. Mirror is not always that fun, just like, especially if they have land destruction, it makes it a lot worse for us. Like if they go turn 2 land destruction here, we just probably lose, but can't play around it, I don't think. Definitely separate out our wild growths, but that's about all we can do. Hopefully they just go like Elvish Visionary or just something not that good here. Okay. Maybe they just don't have another land? I'm definitely bringing in my Acid Mosses. So again, turn 2, I get to go Forest, Wild Growth it up, and play Bonder's Ornament, and then cycle Ash Barrens as well. No Thermal Cars, please. looking safe. Also, if they had a Manvili Asimos, they could have played it there. Ooh, Lightning Bolt is such a good draw. Thank you. I get to kill this now too. Get to go Bonders into Bolt on this. I'll take it. What are these? What are these mismatched for us, opponent? Come on. That was lucky. That takes them down on mana a lot. If they go Forest Asimos, my guess is that it had Asimos in hand on turn 2, but didn't sequence properly. Wolf? Okay, I mean, again, my guess still stands. Okay, Utopia Sprawl. Let's just go cycle, get Forest, play Sprawl on Forest. Name red. Pass. We're at 5 mana. Hopefully no more Acid Mosses from the opponent. We can start drawing cards with this Bonder's Ornament. No, don't do it. 6 mana. 5 mana. Take the Monarch. It's not great for me either. But that is beatable. The Acid Moss was brutal. All right, let's go cycle this, get Mountain, and then draw a card right now. Pass. All right. Assuming everything goes well, I can Dino next turn, hopefully into Boarding Party. Having the Pulse actually in this matchup is pretty good. I can pulse back lands, I can pulse back creatures. I think it's all pretty solid. Boarding Party. Oh, Dino. That is not good. Into what? I could look here. Packmate. It's a good hit. Yeah, maybe I just need to accept that Acid Moss is where you want to be. Excuse me. All right. They hit for 4. They draw. Even a Dino. I mean, I have to like Dino into Boarding Party into Wolf or something. At least I get to Dino here. I mean, I can come back. I have Dino into Dino. But the fact that they have the Monarch right now is rough. Bolt. All right, just kill Packmate, pass. Hopefully I'll just get to Dino again. Again, the fact that they have Acid Moss is really scary. If they attack with both, I'm definitely blocking Entourage. If they attack with just Dino, I'm taking. I don't really want to see another Dino. I obviously want to just see nothing from the opponent. Acid Moss would actually be pretty bad for me too. Another Entourage? No. Another Dino. Into Visionary. Jeez. Not looking good. I feel like opponent had the Acid Moss. Maybe they just drew it on that turn and they're playing fine, but come on, that's brutal. All right, now I think I need to play for the long game. I could not block, but I think I just need to have a good Cascade here and again, try to play for the longer game. At least right now I do have a Bonder's Ornament, but they do have the Monarch as well. Yeah, just the fact that they have Monarchy is brutal for me. think I want to bring in Ancient Grudge as well. I mean, they could not have Bonders Ornament if they're like a budget version. Wild Growth, that's brutal. I think I'm dead, especially just because of this. This looks like pretty much the straight mirror. They probably have -2 pulse, +2, or -2 Elvish Visionary, -2 pulse, +2 Entourage of Trust, and that's the deck. That's my guess. We do have 4 pulse main, so maybe if we just keep pulsing back dinos and playing them, we can come back if their draw is not too crazy. I don't know if I've played the straight mirror before. There's Asimos, sure. Definitely behind. I think I'm supposed to block. I don't know, though. I think I'm the heavier value deck. Just the fact that they actually had this and they're able to hold on to the monarchy and keep us back is obviously really bad for me, but all right. Let's just lead Visionary. We draw Visionary. Let's play it. Arbor pass. Again, if we just keep trading resources over and over and over, I think I might be able to win. Like, I could see them decking as well before they can kill me. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I see it as a possibility. I think they also have 4 bolt, which makes it a little rougher, but I see it as a possibility again. I haven't drawn any of my Pulse MURASAs yet. I'm going to just try to keep fighting here. Black mana? Are they Jund Ponza? I mean, the fact that they've played triple Asimos here is incredibly bad for me. I don't think they're Jund. I think they're just trying to, like, fake me out. All right, there's Bonders. They have 1 card in hand. But I have 0. They have 1,000,000 mana. I don't have that much. No attacks. Interesting. They don't want to give up the Monarch, maybe? Visionary. Okay. Definitely not conceding from this point. There's Pulse. Okay. Pulse back Dino, I think. I mean, yeah, it's the only creature. Go back up to 20. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I can't do it this turn. I guess I could have waited on Pulse. That may have been better, but I wasn't really thinking. I was just kind of trying to play fast. Also really far ahead on time here. Oh, they're going to make each of us draw a card? I think I'm fine with that. Wild Growth? Sure. I don't know. I could be wrong. I feel like the opponent's not that experienced. I feel like this deck is like similar to Tron in Modern, where like a lot of players who are looking to get into the format want to pick up a deck like this. But maybe I'm just like undervaluing the opponent's skill and they're playing totally fine and I'm just getting wrecked. There's the 4th Acid Moss. Okay. Definitely down on mana here. But I can still cast Dino next turn pretty easily. They're attacking with Entourage. I think I just take. Could trade 2 Visionaries, but might actually need the mana. I think I can just go to 16. I think that's fine. They can have each of us draw here if they want. The games are definitely not always going to go this grindy. They've had the Monarch this entire time, too. Boarding Party. Okay, let's go add green mana. Now let's Wild Growth this because I actually do need more mana now. 3, 6, then play Dino. Pulse would be fine. Sprawl is actually not that good. They have played all 4 Acid Mosses, so if they are like a typical version, they might not have any more land destruction. And I don't have a choice where I play Sprawl. I only have 1 forest left. I could take the Monarchy, but that would cost me an Elvish Visionary, and I don't even know if I really need it. Because I can use most of my mana anyway, I think. Again, they might just mill out. I'm just going to keep playing stuff and just trading. And I don't know if they're going to be able to kill me. Like I said, I have 4 Ponza-less. I'm just going to try not to draw too many extra cards, stay behind on cards in library, and then just try to win by them milling out my Monarch. If they don't have any extra land destruction, I'm fine. If they do have extra land destruction, I probably lose, but if they're on the typical green-red Ponza with just the 4 Acid Moss as land destruction, I might be fine. Boarding Party, okay. Packmate. That's a lot of creatures. They only really have attack with Boarding Party, and I can just... I think I might actually just have to take 6 off it. I could just block with Dino. I think that's fine too. Visionary, okay. I don't want to try to like double block, because then if they just lightning bolt one of my things, I get wrecked. Maybe they don't have lightning bolt. They've drawn most of their deck. They haven't played one yet. I definitely need to find more Pulse Murasas. Another Entourage? No, another Dino? Feels like Dino, yeah. Okay, they're kind of doing it. Into Lightning Bolt. So they bolt a Visionary. Maybe they bolt Arbor Elf. They do. Okay. I think I'm just trading Dino for Boarding Party here. Just try to get a good hit on these. I don't want to take 6. Let's just trade here and then keep trying to trade out. This isn't ideal, obviously, but they're at 23 cards. I got a ways to go. Probably just going to get outvalued here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Dino. Into Pulse, target Dino. I think I just keep bringing back Dinos and playing them. Pass. I think I'll trade my Visionaries for their Visionary. If they attack with all, I can take some damage and like eat a Packmate with my Dino, and then play another Dino next turn. Trade 2 Visionaries for 2 Visionaries. At least that's the plan. Also, opponent has used 10 more minutes off their clock than me. Boarding party. That's not good. Into Arbor Elf. Now I'm in trouble. I'm going to try to not trade dinos here if I can, but this boarding party makes it rough. Especially they could easily have more lightning bolts. I mean, almost assuredly they have 4 bolt. Definitely not going to concede because they're down so much on time. If we like somehow get into long grindy games again, which is possible, they're going to be kind of tight on their clock. They're drawing a card with Ornament. Okay. Do they really need to do that? Lightning Bolt, a Visionary. It's not good. Arbor. I mean, they've had the Monarchy this whole game. Definitely outgrinding me now. Let's see. Are they just sending? Not quite. All right, I'm just trading dinos. And then playing another dino. I probably should have been more aggressive there. If they attacked with all, that's what I did not want to see. 4, 5, 6. Land is actually not bad. I don't have to tap a Visionary to play a dino. I'm at 15. They're going to draw with Bonders. That'd be fine. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to plan on slamming dino here. Arbor or Utopia Sprawl or Wild Growth? Probably Wild Growth, yeah. I don't know why I'm not F6. I thought I was. They're going to go down to 17 cards. I'll check how many dinos they're at in a second. Land. Okay. Dino into Packmate. Visionary. Okay, I'll take it. Ash Barrens. Okay. I know I could cycle this Ash Barrens, but I kind of want to just F6 just to stay like super, super far ahead on time. So they have 2 lightning bolts left, probably. Dino, dino, dino. I think they have 1 dino left, 0 acid moss, 2 boarding party, 1 arbor elf, 2 wild growth, 0 utopia sprawl. Okay, there's a wild growth. Again, they're down to 16 cards. So if I can like, I don't know, dino into boarding party, into pulse or something, might just be fine. They might not have, oh yeah, they don't have, oh yeah, duh, they don't have pulse in the main deck. They just have 4 acid moss. They probably only have 2 visionaries. Yeah, they're just on the standard version that's been doing well in the challenges. Are they going to draw? That's aggressive. Okay. I'm just going to keep playing dinos if I can. I mean, they can kill me pretty soon here. They have a huge board. Ah, that's what I did not want to see. Bonders, sure. The time pressure is real from the opponent here. Now this is bad. I have to like, hope they don't have Bolt, basically make some blocks. Don't attack with all. Looks like they're not. Okay. They're attacking with just the pack mates? And this, okay. Can't really go to 3. I could double block a pack mate and then chump a boarding party. I can double block a boarding party. It's not looking good. I think I just block like this. They have lightning bolt. I guess they could have double lightning bolt pretty easily, but I can't play around everything. Opponent just taking their time. What you got, opponent? Got to make plays. Untapping forest with wild growth on it. Okay. Entourage, sure. They're going down to 12 cards in library, and I think I'm dying on the next turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, 9 mana. Oh, I should have cycled Ash Barrens. Not sure if it's that relevant though. 9 mana. Don't want to tap this Visionary either. All right, let's just go Dino. Boarding Party into Pulse. Lightning Bolt. Don't think that's going to do it. I'll try. They just attack with all. Am I dead? Block, block, block. Take 6. Yeah. But again, not going to concede yet. I think clock is part of the game. So if opponents like doing stuff here, like drawing a card, then that's up to them. The Monvolia Acid Mosses really got me in the long game because I didn't have enough mana to deploy all the cards in my hand. So maybe I just need to get on board with 4 Acid Moss main. Helps you in a lot of matchups, like as we saw against Familiars, against Tron. Especially in like a challenge, you're going to face more Tron compared to the leagues. Nobody really plays Tron in the leagues that much. I think just because it's a lot of clicking, it takes a long time. So really the only people playing Tron in the leagues are people practicing for the challenges and stuff. So I don't know, I think this is fine. This is game 1. 21 minutes, 13 seconds to 5 minutes, 18 seconds. They just bolted my creature. That'd be funny. Are they going to play another bolt? Attack with all? Yeah. All right. They got us. 5 minutes left, though. If I win game 2, it's going to be rough for them. Okay. Let's see. Acid Mosses, Calming Verse, Ancient Grudge. I think that's what I want. Can definitely go down on some of these. Bolt isn't bad, but I mean it kills Arbor Elf, which is huge. Kills Boarding Party, which is huge. Oh, they disconnected? I wonder if they're just going to try to reconnect because they're lagging, but not sure. Maybe they won't come back. We'll see. I have to cut 4 more cards. I also don't hate just cutting Arbor Elf in general or cutting some of like even like the wild growth effects. I've never really played this mirror, honestly, like I was saying. Like bolting a packmate's not great. I guess it's not terrible. Keeping all the dinos is also a little bit greedy. I can go down like one dino. They might bring in some more land destruction too. Maybe just do something like this. Cut one more card. Don't really want to cut another bolt. Just do this, play around their land destruction a little bit more. Seems so weird, but I think it's good. I think Ancient Grudge is really good at killing just specifically Bonder's Ornament. I think that's worth. I think I'm going to run it like this. It's weird going down on Wild Growths, but against their land destruction feels okay. Going down to 3 bolt seems fine as well. Man, I want to have more pulse. It also brings back lands. Visionary is not great, but I mean, it draws a card. Just going to submit. Looks like they haven't submitted yet. I'm going to be back in 1 minute for game 2. Looks like they joined the game. We'll be on the play. I don't think we can keep this hand. This is just way too slow. It doesn't do anything. It's just mulligan. All right, I'll keep this. Definitely a little bit sketchy here, but we can turn 1 Arbor, turn 2 Sprawl, plus bolt their Arbor. What am I putting back? I can put back Pulse. I can put back Ancient Grudge. If they have a land destruction spell, it's going to be bad. I think I want to keep Calming Verse because it can blow up all their enchant lands. Ancient Grudge just killing Bonder's Ornament is pretty huge too, though. Saw 3 or 4 Bonders. Could just Pulse and try to put back Pulse and try to get lucky. Let's do it. Definitely do need to draw another land. They kept 7. That's gross. I want them to lead Arbor Elf here. Okay, nice. Calming Verse. Okay, let's name red. Untap. Bolt your thing. Pass. Calming Verse was obviously not good. Now I need to draw. They bolt my thing. Okay. I need to draw a lot now. Okay. Can't do anything. That sucks. Okay, they can't do anything either. Okay. Oh no. Are we just going to get Windvully Acid Mossed out of this game? Quite possibly. I can go Pulse next turn, bring back Arbor Elf. Land. Okay. I think I have to play this and play Calming Verse. I don't want them to Acid Moss me. So I need to play around that as much as I can. Land. Okay, let's just go 3 mana, Pulse back Arbor and play it. That way I can play dinos or boarding parties. Pass. Bolt it. Okay. Pass. They're not really functioning here. I guess they could have Calming Verse as well. Maybe I should have held that. Also should have named a red. I just was trying to play fast. Not really sure why. I'm like infinitely far ahead on time, but I still think if you play fast, it puts like the pressure on the opponent to make decisions. Bolt me? What? Just so they don't have to discard? That is 100% wrong. All right, there's the Acid Moss. Okay, and they just concede to have more time for game 3. Yep, that's real. Clock is real. I feel like having more lightning bolts, especially on the draw, is a little bit better. I think Dino is a little bit greedy. Wild Growth post board just against land destruction does seem a little rough, and they might have Calming Verse as well. Packmates do seem pretty great, just because you can foretell them for 2 mana too, and then cast them. So even if you're like both fighting over mana, they're pretty good. I could just have 1 Ancient Grudge, just to deal with some of their ornaments. Like we saw, you don't want too much of that effect. Keep more of the ramp. Play another Visionary maybe instead. Going down to 2 dinos seems kind of sketchy too. Could go 3 boarding party, 3 dino, but boarding party having haste is decent. I mean, opponent's gonna have to win this game in 3 minutes. I just need to not, I just need to have a functional hand. I think I have to keep this. It is not great, but I have a turn 2 bolt. Right, I'm not going to Utopia Sprawl on 1, although I could. Then next turn I can just Visionary. No, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to take it slow. I want to cycle this Ash Barrens. All right, what is this? Bonders? It's scary. Guess I could have gotten Forest there as well. Not ideal. Now if I get Moonvoli Acid Moss, I just get like unbelievably punished. They have to have land Acid Moss here though. Please no. Don't do it, opponent. Okay, we're getting lucky. I think I go Bonders into Arbor Elf rather than play Visionary. I think this is better. Bolt. That's fine. 2.5 minutes. No land? Okay, nice. I'm just definitely going Acid Moss here, 100%. I'll just get their Forest, then they can't Utopia Sprawl. They're gonna maybe bring it back. But I think they're dead now. Clock aside, it's gonna be rough. Weather the Storm? No. Please, opponent. That's not good in this matchup. It's really not good. So again, I think my suspicions were confirmed. I think they're most likely a newer player. Nothing wrong with that, but yeah, this is why you don't want weather in this matchup. Like the life total isn't what matters. What matters is like your ability to like grind through games, and like trade resources, not gain life. Usually somebody's going to get far enough ahead where the life, it doesn't matter if they're at 100 or 20, whoever like grinds ahead in resources is going to probably win that game. So definitely do not bring in Weather the Storm in matchups. This is like the reason why Weather the Storm's not even that good against like mono red prowess in Modern, because they can just keep producing damage over and over. They can keep making resources where, similar to here, it's like I can keep attacking for large chunks of damage. Even if you gain 20, it's not going to like take me that many more turns to just attack again. So I don't think Weather the Storm is good at all. Now next turn I can just play another boarding party. feeling safe here, even if they Moonville Acid Moss me. Yeah, that's not going to do it either, because now I even just get to take the Monarch. Are they just dead? Not quite. Oh, maybe they are now. Boarding party into Moonville Acid Moss. Sure. I still don't hate the Acid Mosses just in the sideboard, but maybe they are better in the main deck. I don't know really. But this is lethal, yeah. I hit for 12 and then bolt them. Got my QP, which I actually need QPs for the next PTQ I want to play in, so that's nice. Got my entry fee back and one chest for my troubles. I think this deck is good. Having more room in the sideboard would definitely be good. Before I go, let me see where I want to go with the deck next. The problem, I kind of want to just go down one pulse and then play an Acid Moss or something in the main. The problem is Acid Moss gets better in multiples when you keep playing them over the course of the game. So it's tough. It is really tough. I mean, I think I want some cards for the Defenders matchup. I think this is where, I think Blow Your House Down is actually good. I could just have 2. Just destroy 3 Defenders for 3 mana. It's 3 mana sorcery. Up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn. Sure. Destroy any of them that are walls. So it's basically Falter, 3 creatures can't block. But if any of them are defenders, destroy them. So you just bring it in against specifically defenders, and then you just boom, 3 mana, kill 3 defenders. It seems solid to me. But the problem, like I was saying, if I want more sideboard cards, what am I cutting? Some Pyroblast or something? That just doesn't seem good. I mean, while Visionary has been solid, what if I do something like this? Just to make more room in the sideboard. And while Acid Moss is good, it might be fine just having a low number of them, just 2, because it's still good against just bounce lands, Tron lands. But if I'm against something like blue, it's not going to be that, a blue Fey deck, it's not going to be that good anyway. Not sure. Also having a Relic of Progenitus or something in the sideboard is reasonable. I do like the deck where it's at. I think 3 Pulse might be good. I don't really like Llanowar Emissary, the 5-drop that we just saw that takes the Monarchy, because against a lot of matchups I find, if you Boarding Party or Dino, and then you hit that you cascade into that 5-drop, and they have a 1/1 flying. Let's say I go Boarding Party into Emissary, and I play both of them. I take the Monarch, and they just go attack with a 1/1 flying, take the Monarchy, shred one thing, double bolt the other thing, and now it's just oh man, now they just took the Monarch. I have no cards in play, and they're drawing extra cards. I don't really like to give those decks the Monarchy. Some Monarchy cards in the sideboard could be decent, but yeah, again, maybe these are just all supposed to be in the main deck, and you just side them out when they're not good. You'd have to go down Pulse to 2 Pulse, 2 Visionary. I mean, I think this is kind of what some other people play, right? Isn't this basically the deck? This could be it, and then sub these 2 out for different sideboard cards. I'm not really sure. I mean, I am probably going to play some different decks moving forward, so I probably won't be testing this too much more right now. The thing is, if I was playing in a challenge, I would definitely play the 4 Acid Moss in the main, and then have some additional land destruction in the sideboard for Tron and bounce lands. But in the leagues, I don't hate just this configuration. So this is probably what I would try for a league next. Pulse was very good. I think 3 is probably fine. 2 just really was impressive. Great whenever I drew it. 4 did seem a little heavy, so I think 3 might be right. And Visionary, strong, but I think it's the next card to cut. And I like having a couple Asenos's main just to have more room in the sideboard for other stuff. Like now our defenders matchups potentially winnable if we just draw blow your house down a couple times. So probably run it like this. This is youtube.com/snapbolt. My name's Max. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time. Peace.